Pando killed the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans get locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. Y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum, a gun that would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on the yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear how Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Your menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs, bunch of thieves and culture vultures, ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you live there. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. U.P.K undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard and they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he get them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'll punch you in person. I know this is an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ. They the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas. They're a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4. I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. And another blasphemy of them. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
Now turn the headphones up just a little bit. Yeah.
So up for y'all dog. 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 So up for y'all dog.
When I say my prayers, I gotta turn to the east. Turn to the east. Turn to the east. You go to war, y'all. You better turn to the east. Turn to the east. Turn to the east. When I say my prayers, I gotta turn to the east. Turn to the east. Turn to the east. You go to war, y'all. You better turn to the east. Turn to the east. Turn to the east.
I used to wake up every morning, boy, and all I seen was mess. Plus the shit that I was dealing with, all I seen was stress. Now I really know the truth. And I understand we're hurting niggas. Beast of the fields, they eat us up and they hurting you. U.P.K is what I'm repping. Siamese a weapon. Some of you niggas playing, but me, I'm really stepping. The mission that I'm on is waking up all our people. Show them we are the greatest. Nothing about a sequel. Them heathens, they gon' learn. Them heathens, they gon' burn. Esau is about to fall. Then Jacob is all turned. They been fucking with the chosen, so they gotta pay. Revelation 13 and 10. Tell me, what does it say?
When I say my prayers, I gotta turn to the east, turn to the east, turn to the east. Before you go to war, y'all, you better turn to the east, turn to the east, turn to the east. When I say my prayers, I gotta turn to the east, turn to the east, turn to the east. Before you go to war, y'all, you better turn to the east, turn to the east, turn to the east.
The blood that's in my veins descends straight from the greatest. All of my toolies go, but that 40 know it's my favorite. And we losing all our babies to this crazy shit we represent. The money in the world, nigga, this crazy shit ain't making sense. We the children of the light, and we fighting all the darkness. The way I'm stacking ammo, my bitches thinking I'm harmless. Them devils get to smiling, got you thinking that he harmless. Remember Oklahoma? That is where them cracker bombs. The pain will make you wake up. You know they really hate it. They turn the truth into a lie. That's the shit they gotta pay for. The mission that I'm on is waking up all our people. Show them we are the greatest. Nothing about a sequel. Yeah.
When I say my prayers, I gotta turn to the east, turn to the east, turn to the east. Before you go to war, y'all, you better turn to the east, turn to the east, turn to the east. When I say my prayers, I gotta turn to the east, turn to the east, turn to the east. Before you go to war, y'all, you better turn to the east, turn to the east, turn to the east.
Yeah. I do my thing on it. She hit my line 100 times, I let it ring on it. These niggas must be out their mind, cause I'm the king on it. You know my thing, that's what I bring on it. Cause I'm the king on it. Okay. Respect a nigga when I check a nigga. Respect a nigga when I check a nigga. I'm too far gone, I probably left a nigga. Respect a nigga when I check a nigga. I just want them dollars, nigga, you can keep the change. Unsatisfied until we on a private plane. I be with them soldiers ready to die over a name. Once that oil hit my head, I'd never been the same. Never been a fuck boy, never been a lame. Oh, pipe get the clearing shit, something like his drain. Oh, touchdown in your city, I'm in places that you can't go. Shorty get the picture, so I knocked it out the frame. Oh, nothing to a cult leader, all about that combo. She say she want meet my other wives and meet my mom though. She say she got room for all of us up in her condo. I said yeah, that's cool, but baby better do my thing on it. She hit my line 100 times, I let it ring on it. These niggas must be out their mind, cause I'm the king on it. You know my thing, that's what I bring on it. Cause I'm the king on it. Okay. Respect a nigga when I check a nigga. Respect a nigga when I check a nigga. I'm too far gone, I probably left a nigga. Respect a nigga when I check a nigga. I came from the block, now I got fringes and some boots. Served the fiends through windows, had them lookouts on the roof. Nickel snuff revolver, felt like Pac, I had the juice. Shooters make the paper, even some to make the real niggas ain't on silly shit. They don't talk a lot, airing out the whole premises. Make them call the spot. 50 niggas wishing death up on me. Many men a plot. Put the pressure on they fucking head like a cinder block. Yeah, she twirling on it like a spinning top. Make sure that my tequila cold and my dinner hot. I'm in the mode, they can't get me out. I'm in that zone you only hear about. Ha, come with that chrome, don't make me air it out. Ha, I came alone and then I clear it out. Ha, one West in the building, ain't no fear of doubt. Seen them talking shit, then I don't think I hear him. Do my thing on it. She hit my line 100 times, I let it ring on it. These niggas must be out their mind, cause I'm the king on it. You know my thing, that's what I bring on it. Cause I'm the king on it. Okay. Respect a nigga when I check a nigga. Respect a nigga when I check a nigga. I'm too far gone, I probably left a nigga. Respect a nigga when I check a nigga.
I'm serious!
Now on digital.
Boost your revenue and drive growth with Google Ads. Reach high-value customers.
Round in a scat, and I'm listening in the cap. If you ain't a spitter in his coat, then that shit is whack. Think you fucking with the U.P.K, nigga, you smoking crack. You know I'm feeling awesome. I made 5 racks off the jack. I do you waffle, turn your ass into a pack. You know that I'm lawful, so I can't get no more tax. I rock that cool leader hat, off white Ida sees the match. Too much polygamy across my chest. One West on my back, that would dies on my sleeve. My bitch Lena got a weave. If that bitch bore on me, then you know she gotta leave. 20 racks in my pocket, looking like a block of cheese. Now they tryna give me that turkey neck like a pot of greens, but they know that I'm a priest, so they cannot get this bone. You know that my rib is bad, that I had to send her home. Matter of fact, go to the room so I could put your ass in order. I would just ignore Philly. Now I'm turning up at Dorm. What? I'm turning up at Durham. Yeah, we at the Armory. I'm turning up at Durham. I was just up in the trenches. Now I'm turning up at Durham. And these wicked ass bitches, I got now from. I only could give them scriptures on point when I'm on the liquor. So all my rips in the future, you know I'm that nigga. I'm always in beast mode. I ain't got time for freak hoes. Looking for a righteous sister that know how to. I let you fill in the blank. One day I'ma buy a babe. Sister, those oppressor saints. I'ma make them walk the plank. You better watch who you talking to. You know I got rank. Dripping like a broken saint. Show the test your Cuban link. All my brothers, we insane. One body, we all the same. Was on that back street with some niggas certain came. Man, I used to serve that game. Had them halves, send them quarters. Now I'm in all black. Turning up at Durham. What? I'm turning up at Durham. Yeah, we at the Armory. I'm turning up at Durham. I was just up in the trenches. Now I'm turning up at Durham. And these wicked ass bitches, I got nothing for them. I got nothing for them. What? I got nothing for them. What? I got nothing for them. I got nothing for them. Qadash. The real city stacks, bitch. That is One West. Yeah, something small.
One West till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I be One West to the death till they bury me. One West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy and get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he a domino. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical. Guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars. I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid. Shit has gotten retarded since all the dominance of one West rising to prominent. Cause I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got group fines for Uber. Rhymes hard like they've been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by black Impalas, let the semi holler. The showstopper been the stopper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm going on my Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modify the chopper. The war heavy, war ready, and that's working mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when the heat's on, none of them can get to the fire around with me. And I had them niggas spin like a tire, down the D. And I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because U.P.K. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me.
You said they wore studs and fringes, they got it on. You said they gonna follow the law, they doing it. You said under your house shot, they ought to love one another, and they doing it.
Those two options to go with. This comes after a carbon monoxide crisis.
Morning, you smell trash.
Dumpsters overflowing with everything from trash bags.
All of a sudden, it's like you in a war.
The area is still taped off. Police are still there investigating. We'll keep
McDougal Terrace earlier this afternoon. Now, police say the teen walked.
Hey, Shalom, yo, Thumb. We out here in the MAC, McDougal Terrace, Durham, North Carolina, letting people know Commander Gen.YAHANNA's out here offering food, clothing, felony expungement for the community and the people, the lost tribe of Israel. You understand? That's what we doing.
Man. That's right. Well, then who is God's people enslaved in this kingdom? The so-called Negro is the real Jew, boy. That's the secret that's about to be revealed on the face of this earth. God is bringing the third world's war to the empire, man, to free the Lord's chosen people from the captivity they've been in for 400 years. Let me tell you something, black man. You gotta put on your strength now, man. Put back on your strength and might, black man, because your day is coming. Your day is coming because the Lord is gonna bring judgment on this earth.
I'm learning better way. That's how you fix black people. That's how you get our lives together. You understand? You teach us how to deal with us. How you deal with another brother, man, when the brother steals something from you, or the brother's about to rob you, or something like that. What are they gonna do when black men in Chicago say we ain't robbing each other no more? We ain't shooting each other no more. Now they don't think it's possible. See, that's why they said that. They don't think it's possible. They don't think nobody can fix you. I'm telling you that Christ is fixing you by the words that come out of our mouths.
Dual terrorists, aka the Mac. You know what I mean? Some of the most talented people live out here in the Mac. You know what I mean? Some of the most beautiful people live out here in the Mac. At the same time, we oppress. Feel me? We oppress people. But we about to bring that other side, you know what I'm saying? We about to bring that other side to them. That love side, that brotherhood side, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring them that brotherhood in the Commander GEN.YAHANNA. You feel me? This is the most oppressed people and the most talented the Lord's chosen. You understand what I'm saying? This real right here. This real right here.
Any man give his life for Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, and Christ, and fall up under that U.P.K. banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary.
Let's clap it up, y'all. Good shine Christ. Big shout out to everybody on TikTok. Big shout out to everybody on YouTube. Officer Marat. Slaki. I'm gonna just go ahead and do my little intro spill. How I do it. All right. Shalom, man. Yakwatazayan Marat. Ma Warka Kaya Hayawon. Which means peace, Israel. I'm Officer Marat. You teach it for the day. Slaki, I'm moving over this mic. Man, it's about to be the Sabbath. TikTok, y'all stay tuned, all right? Just hold on, I'm coming over there. It's about to be the Sabbath, man. Y'all want everybody to enjoy their Sabbath. Don't let nobody... These predators, these oppressors, they love to take advantage of the fact that we need certain things, man. And they take advantage of the fact that they have power over us and can withhold certain things from us, therefore making us have to work or what we call the I.S.U.P.K, slave on the Sabbath. All right, so what's going on TikTok? What's going on everybody out there on YouTube? Slide here. That we have right here. Okay. My bad, y'all. But what's going on, everybody? Let me give some shout outs to everybody out there on TikTok real quick. Who we got in here? We got a few different people in here. Big shout out to Zab Malik, okay. DS Strong, I see you. All right, Robert, I ain't gonna put your whole government out there. What's going on? Vincent, everybody else that's out there on TikTok, I see everybody coming in. Big shout out to everybody out there on YouTube, okay. So YouTube, y'all see me looking this way, looking at the camera. Looking at the TV, which is showing the camera, all right? So, I would like to step out of the way now. Let me make sure TikTok, y'all got this right. No, I do got to flip this camera on TikTok. All right? Usually, they mirror the image on TikTok, but because Hebrew starts from the right and goes to the left, it actually flips it. So, I got to flip it back to the regular way. All right, for TikTok. YouTube, what's going on? Y'all know I got the camera up here, okay? Try to get the whole board, you know what I mean? Try to get the scene coming down. I want to say big shout out to everybody that's down there in Atlanta. I.S.U.P.K, give the Atlanta cookout, the Southern cookout, Southeast cookout. For the I.S.U.P.K, everybody's down in Atlanta right now. Mostly anyway, everybody else that's not covering classes or covering slavery, whatever. But everybody else is down in Atlanta, man, enjoying their life, living their best life, showing brotherhood, showing sisterhood down there in Atlanta. Had a great camp today. I watched the camp online. They had a great camp today. Captain Tazariak was down there. I represented for the I.S.U.P.K. We had Captain Gahan, Captain Kai, and a few, all the other brothers from all over the nation. Man, came down, did an excellent job, and just showed great brotherhood to the brothers and sisters out there in Atlanta. All right. Now, for us up here in Philly and for the online classes, big shout out to I.S.U.P.K. headquarters, which is in Harlem. We be holding down the class for y'all as well. If y'all don't know, here in Philly, we going in chronological order. All right. We doing a verse out of each book of the Bible. Not out of each chapter. We doing one verse out of each book of the Bible. So we start at Genesis, Exodus, so on and so forth, Judges, all the way down. Now we at the book of Habakkuk. All right. And let me give you the Hebrew, how you pronounce Habakkuk. The Hebrew name, Habakkuk's name in Hebrew. All right. Oh, it's a lot here. Put the wrong one up. So this is how you say Habakkuk in Hebrew. Ha, ba, kwa, wa, kwa, wa, chabakwa. All right. Now remember Hebrew. Now listen, Hebrew. The pronunciation is. I'm just gonna say pause in advance, right? But the way you have to form your mouth to pronounce the Hebrew words is different from English. Okay, this is the first. Hebrew is the first language on the planet Earth. All right. So the way, like I said, I say pause. The way you form your mouth to say Hebrew words is different from English because everything in Hebrew is ah, ends with the ah sound. For our alphabet, it's 22 characters, from right all the way to the left. Okay. Now, the reason why I said 22 characters, not 22 letters, is because what you would call each letter is a picture. All right, it's a picture of something. That's what Adam did. So, like when he formed his language. All right, when he formed his alphabet. Okay. So, with that being said, Adam took pictures or drew pictures, I guess you could say, of the things that were around him, like cow, fish hook, tent, the tent door, arm, the face, somebody standing from the side, different things like that, and made what you would call letters out of it. All right, so we have 22 characters that you would call letters, starting at the character A, or the letter A. And in each letter or character, the way you say the character, that is the name of it. Or the name of it is the way you say it. I'll give you an example. In the English alphabet, the letter A, and I'll get y'all questions too on TikTok as well and online. But the letter A in the English alphabet makes the I sound, makes the A sound, and the I and the A sound like act, makes the A sound like A, right? Like A, you go over there. It also makes the I sound like how they say apple. Okay? But in Hebrew, it's not like that. If the letter is I, then the sound it makes is I. That's it. It's very simple. The first language on the planet, very easy. So from the character I, or the letter I, all the way to the character Tha, or the letter Tha. Alright? 22 characters. So, how you say Habakkuk in Hebrew is Cha, C-H-A-A. Remember, this is a Middle Eastern tongue. So it has the hawk spit sound. Cha, 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 ba, kwa, Wa, and then the letter or the character Kwa is connected right here. The character Wa and the character Kwa. Chabakowa. Chabakowa. It's Habakkuk. All right? How you say Habakkuk. And I might jam this up. How you pronounce it. I'm not sure. It might be B-U-K-U-K or something. B-U-K. I forget. I got it over here somewhere. Let me just put it up here so y'all don't be laughing at me for not knowing how to spell Habakkuk. All right? Hold on. Let me get it because you know we got the Bible right here. We can just pull it up. Okay? I bet you a lot of people probably can't spell that damn word, man. What? Habakkuk. All right, where we at? Hold on, let me get. Yep, I actually spelled it correctly. I just missed the letter K. All right, I missed one K, so that was actually on point. I can't say it was spelled correctly because it was incorrect. It's two K's. K-K-U-K. All right, Habakkuk. Habakkuk. So, in the book of Habakkuk, we're doing chapter 2, verse 14. That's what we're translating today. All right. So let me get some questions. It says the new Hawk Tug guy right here. I feel you. I got you. We got all the haters on it. All right, hold on. Let me just see. I hate to be in the camera looking crazy like that. Every time you get up on the camera, it make you look like a creep. All right. I don't know what y'all mean by these we was or we waseries. I always see these haters in here saying we was the Jews. I don't know what that means, but it's always from some oppressors. Go ahead.
If I could, they do that to try to mock us because when we talk, they're like, we Jews in ish. We was Canes and all that type of. Which we don't say that. I feel it. They look at everybody else and then put us on. Right. We don't say that with King.
So let me give y'all the arsenal real quick, okay? I love to do this because General House calls this the arsenal. It's literally just the book collection with an occasional whip every now and then, okay? But I'll show you. First thing you're going to need to help you with the Hebrew class. Merriam-Webster's Pocket Dictionary, all right? Merriam-Webster Pocket Dictionary. Help you out with the class. Okay? I'm sorry, y'all. Trying to move that out of the way. Merriam-Webster's Pocket Dictionary. That's the first one. What you're going to need right there. Next, Apocrypha. King James Apocrypha, man. Why are you going to need a King James Apocrypha? Let me show you. Because in 1611, King James Bible, which you should get, it's part of the arsenal, 1611, King James Bible, it has the Apocrypha in it. The Apocrypha is I forget, the 12 or 14 books that were agreed upon by whoever to be sold separately out of the King James Bible, all right? They try to say the Bible was tampered with, but it wasn't. It was not. Not in the way that they like to say it. Anyway, all they did was decide to sell the Apocrypha separate. Let me actually go to the next page in front of it, because you can see the word Apocrypha clear. Here we go. Apocrypha, right here. All right. Has the Apocrypha in it, the 1611 King James Bible. Right? So if you go buy the Apocrypha, which you can just go buy the Apocrypha, what, $12? At any Bible store, even on Amazon, like $12. And you just get your regular King James Bible with it. Of course, it's a large print Bible, so y'all can see. Large print King James Bible, but you go buy a regular King James Bible and the Apocrypha, and then you have the original Bible that was published 1611. All right. Next up, Hebrew and English lexicon of the Old Testament. Hebrew and English lexicon of the Old Testament. Okay. Go ahead and get y'all that. Y'all can find it. Next up is this, Ben Yehuda, Hebrew to English, English to Hebrew dictionary. Ben Yehuda, Hebrew to English, English to Hebrew dictionary. All right, just to fill y'all in on something, a lot that, the oppressors, a lot of the new words that's out, they have them in this book, like things like computer. When I say new words, words that weren't in the Bible, like computer and airplane and train. Now, we can come up with our own words. We don't need their words. We can make up a word for computer, a word for train, a word for car, a word for jet, airplane. We can make up those words ourselves. We don't need to go off of their, whatever they made up. It's bad enough they stole our culture anyway. All right. Next up, you're going to have to get you a New Testament in Hebrew. You look up the Bible Society, you can go and get one of these. I believe they give it to you for free. Now, I glued the shield on there, okay? So you ain't got to worry about that. Y'all can see that, all right? Next up is this, the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. I believe I show these books almost every class I tried to. Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. You can even get you the Zondervan Pictorial Bible Dictionary. All right. Now, like I said, it's always good, so lucky to show you arsenal. Why? Because these are the tools that's going to help you in your journey of being an Israelite, or however you look at it, and it's going to help you with the Hebrew class, because these dictionaries and lexicon and all those different things, plus the Bibles that I showed, New Testament and Hebrew and all that, it'll give you clarification and clarity on a lot of the different words and things like that, where people try to say, when you read the Bible, you got to go back to the Greek and go back to this. Yeah, you do. Because if you don't have the understanding, then you got to go back and search it. But here's the problem. When you knew, or you've been taught by somebody that was unlearned, or you unlearned yourself, you may put, and I'm going to answer some questions, but I really want to get this out, if I could. This last part, but I just wrapped it up with the arsenal, so we're going to get into the translation. But I want to really say this. The first thing we do when we learn about being Israelites, when we go to interpret the Bible, even if you got all these books and all these different, translations, all these different definitions and things like that, you may choose the wrong definition. I'll give you an example. Right here, I got city, town, right here. It's also up here, but it's two different Hebrew words. I got one underlined for a reason, and I'll get into that when I do the class. But when you go to interpret, you may choose the wrong word or the wrong definition. Okay? Now, you might not choose the wrong word if you go and look it up. You have the right word, but the wrong meaning. You have the wrong English word for your definition, for you to interpret, for your translation. And because you may not know the background, the backdrop, the history, or what I really want to say is this. Here's what we do. You may have the wrong history or the wrong backdrop, but the main thing that we do when we first start learning about being an Israelite, we always go back to Christianity. When you get stuck and you can't figure out a word, or not figure out a word, but figure out the understanding or get the precept, understand the precept, it might be, the Bible says it's meat and then it's milk. So, as a baby, you drink milk. When you get older, you be able to eat steak and things like that. So that would be, you might come across something where this breakdown is like steak. It's not like milk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like chicken. It's not like milk. You can't give a newborn baby a piece of chicken.
Right.
So it's like milk. And the first thing that people do, no matter how long you've been knowing you're an Israelite, if you ain't studied under the I.S.U.P.K, then you don't have the understanding.
Right.
You are going off your own. And what you're going to do, and here's why we always call people Christians. Christians, even though they know that they're Israelites, is because the first thing your mind subconsciously is going to do is going to revert back to Christianity. You're going to interpret that as a Christian and not as it's actually written. And I'm gonna try to leave it there, but I will give you an example. That's how you got certain groups still baptizing in water. You got certain groups that say you can only have one wife, which is not true. Just like I said, with the baptizing in water, we don't do that anymore. Christ said don't do that. You got certain people that believe you gotta provide money to have a wife and all that. It's crazy. It's Christianity. What else? I don't know. Everybody always believes that everybody has the truth, which is not true.
Right.
And it goes on. It goes on. So with that being said, hopefully I gave you a little bit of understanding. Let's get into translating this verse. I'm going to take some questions before we start that. Let me check TikTok. Anything online?
Sir.
All right, no sweat. No sweat. Shout outs to everybody that came through. It's in the class. Most High in Christ. So, with this being said, let's start on the Hebrew. All right. The first word that we have in Hebrew, I used keep this mark up here too. Keep this on. Use this one as well. These are two pretty good markers. The first word that we have now if y'all don't know, I give these words randomly. I don't just this ain't in order of how the verse is. Okay, these are the words from the verse, but I put them in random order for a reason. Right. All right, it's going to help you later on when we go to actually translate it ourselves. Okay, and usually I will put multiple meanings. I'll put multiple meanings for the words, but lately I've just been trying to stick to the basic. Make it easier for us to translate, all right? So, the first word we have is kawan. Kawan. The word kawan is used as, y'all hear me say this a lot, it's used as. We don't say this is what it means because it means a ton of different meanings. The Bible is written in slang. So the word kawan is used as established. One of the contexts that is used as is establish. All right, establish. The word kawan. And if I could, real quick, a lot of people be having the wrong context when they go to interpret the Bible. And I just want to add that in there. That's why they go back to Christianity. They have the wrong context on what it's saying. And then besides that, when you even have the right context, you still have the wrong set of mind, the wrong mind frame. Coming out of Christianity is hard to break unless you know how to break those chains. You have to have understanding. You got to study to show thyself approved. You have to know what the hell you are talking about. You have to know what the Bible's saying. You have to understand and love. Let me tell you this, everybody want to talk about love. Let me get you this camera. In order to understand the Bible, you have to understand and love Black and Hispanic culture. Right. Down to the Negroes, which we call NIGGAs, down to our Latino brothers and our Hispanic brothers, which they call wetbacks and spics. You have to love these brothers and sisters, meaning willing to give your life for them to gain life. You gotta love every bit of it, man. You gotta love the fact that these brothers and sisters need help and be willing to help them, man. You gotta know that you at one time needed help. You gotta understand that they need help and love helping them. I know I said love them needing help, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. Nobody want our people to be down, but you gotta love being able to help these brothers and sisters, man. Or wanting to help these brothers and sisters, man. All right? With that being said, what I mean by love is be willing to sacrifice. Not the mushy. Remember, don't get Christian. We talking about real love. We talking about Jesus Christ type of love. Died innocent with people hating them for teaching them how to be innocent,
right?
How to be perfect in God's eyes, so that the Lord can love them. We put our king on the cross, gave him up to the oppressor. Come on now. So that's what I'm talking about. So, word for one, establish. Gotta have the right context. Establish. All right. The next word, ayar. Here's the underlined word, right? Ayar, one of its main usages is the word city in English. City. But in this verse, it was used as town. This is why I underline city, because when you see ayar, if you studied a little bit, you want to see ayar and already know what it means. If you remember, you might not remember. But if you can remember, you'll know that ayar, that means city.
Right.
Har, that means mountain. Arataza, that means ground, land, country. Right?
Right.
So you might see ayar and say, oh yeah, that word means city. Not in this context. This context is used as a different English word. It's used as a different English word. The English word is used as, in this context, is town. You won't see that. I'll leave it there. The next word is dam, meaning blood. Dam, D-A-M, blood. Okay? The next word is hawayah. Alright? Hawayah, which is woe. Okay? Woe. They say woe unto 3 woes. You know, 2 woes have passed, and lo, the 3rd woe cometh quickly. Alright? I'm still waiting on General Q to get back to me, or Captain Isupk, to see if they was trying to say Hawayah or if they were saying Hawayah. But we're going to use Hawayah for now. Okay? Hawayah, whoa. Alright? And let me clear this up just for anybody that doesn't know. No, being an Israelite, nobody can say, what nation can say you're wrong about pronouncing the word. Because even when it comes down to naming people, you can sort of play around with the pronunciation as long as it's a Hebrew pronunciation. To give it a little bit more of a masculine sound or a feminine sound. That is, I did a whole class on how to name someone, how to name a child, or not how to, but yeah, how to, so to speak. All right, it's the rules that I gave, right? Which is everyday life. It was sort of the boundaries. That's a little bit better. The boundaries on how to name a child, how to name someone, because there's a little bit that goes into it. Remember, you gotta. Our names have meaning. It's not just words that sound good, or it doesn't just sound good and it's not even a word.
Right.
Right? Like it's different words that we made up as far as our people, but they don't have any meanings. None of our names have meanings. Well, a lot of them don't have meaning. Some of them come from other words, so it might have a meaning, but that's not what your parents intended on naming you. They named you Edward. It was not looking for whatever that word, even if it is a word.
Right.
Even if they named you Luke, they might have only been, is a popular name, or Matthew. It just depends. What about Takisha? I mean, those don't really, you know what I mean? But that's, at least we did it on our own, right? At least we didn't go off the oppressor. But a lot of people don't understand that Luke, Matthew, John, Mark, all those is black people and Hispanic people that we give credit to the oppressor because of the Greek name, but it goes back to a black person who was famous in the Bible. But that may be what your parents intended or may not be. But back to the point. The point is the boundaries that I gave for naming a person or naming your child, there's a little bit that goes into it. The spirit of the person, what the name means, that name has to have a meaning. But as a parent, you get a little bit of freedom to sort of mold the name into way you want it to sound, so to speak. You might want to add just a little bit more of a feminine sound, so you sort of pick something that's a little bit more feminine, but in the same context, all right? So that's what I'm trying to say. So now with that being said, right, the way we pronounce words, if y'all see me say, if y'all remember what I was just saying about Hawaya or Hawaya, somebody might think, oh, see, he don't even know. But really, it's a different way to do it. It just depends. But nobody can say that you're wrong. Who can say that we're wrong is our language. It belongs to us. Who can really say, big shout out to everybody on TikTok that's tuned in. Who can really say you're wrong about, you know, the way you say it, this word? Because remember, we make up slang words every day, even in Hebrew. Even in Hebrew, we made up slang. The Bible is written in slang, all right? So that was just a little sidebar. I don't want to keep going too much. All right. But with that being said, type in y'all questions, leave a comment. Man, we would love to answer y'all questions. Anything online?
Online, sir.
So, the word is hawaya. Whoa. All right, the next word is I.W. I.W. in this context was used as iniquity. All right, iniquity. Sin, iniquity. Okay, wickedness. Unrighteousness, but in this context, it was used as iniquity. All right, the word that was chosen, it was iniquity. The next word is banah. Banah is a word that is used as build. You'll see this a whole lot. Banah, build. Build. Banah, to build. Banah, bayav. Or Banaya Bayav, build me a house. Okay? How can I say this? Ma Banaka Bayavza. Ma Bana Salaki. Ma Banaka. Salaki, let me get my thoughts together. Ma Banaka Bayavza. All right, I had to get it together in my head, y'all. So what I just said was how you build that house. And I use za as a slang, the same way I use ka in the slang form, which is very popular, the way to use ka. I said how you build that house. All right? Ma banaka bayavza. All right? Ma banaka bayavza. How you build that house. Okay? Bana, with ka at the end. You, slang for you. Its meaning is your, but it's slang for you. All right, and your singular, but it's slang for plural. Okay. I said ma, which is how. Banaka, you build, right? Bayah, which is house. Za, which is this, but I use it as slang for that. How you build that house. All right. And the way in Hebrew is certain things were at the end of the word. So that was just a little bit extra that I gave, just to give y'all, an example. How you build that house, right? Ma banaka bayavsa, all right? Or banaka, ma banaka bayavsa. But you see, that was a good example to say how I played around with the pronunciation. Banaka didn't sound as Hebrew as I wanted it to, so I went banaka. Right. All right? And that was just an example, all right? The last word, Quraya. Quraya. Now, this word right here is used as both city or a town. But this word right here is damn near only used in poetry to say city or a town. All right? Quraya. which is why I have this underlined IR. This is also used as the same thing, two different words, but this one is used in poetry. Okay. Can I get the charger to go into this phone? You can even use mine. I think I got one up there too. Fine mistake. But if not, you can take that and plug it in. You can even stretch this a little bit if you need to. Got the extension. Okay. Now, with that being said, let me take some, let me give some shout outs online for TikTok. Let me see. Shout out to, I can't pronounce your name at the bottom, ASCH, ALEW. All right. Shout out to Gage. Shout out to Alex. I.S.U.P.K. Toronto. Shout out to you too. Big shout out to everybody that's online. Okay, what's going on? What's up with everybody that's tuned in? If you online, Facebook, YouTube, I might not can actually see. You can hang it up here if you need to. Like the extension cord, it should stretch. I usually try to hang it somewhere over here. I can just move the shoulder. All right. So everybody should have this. Take a screenshot of it if you need to. We're gonna erase the board. We're gonna start translating. Now, as y'all get the screenshot, I usually just hang it somewhere like on here or something like that, so it don't hang all the way down. There we go. Most High in Christ. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. Most High in Christ. So cool. Oh damn, it's lucky. What I do? There we go. But I think we're a little sideways. Perfect. I think I gotta actually turn just a little bit more too. All right, perfect. There we go. Try and get this to stay, y'all. So, everybody online, let's get it. Pass it up. We're gonna start the translation. All right. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12. And now's the time to type in your question if you have any questions. So we can get your questions before we go into the full translation. Now this, of course, I'll see how many words it was. It's not a very long translation. It's not at all. But it is a very powerful verse. It's a very powerful verse. The famous verse in the book of Habakkuk is chapter 2 and verse 14. So, that being said, any questions online? All right, no sweat. Most High in Christ, let's get into it. Let's read Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 12. Let's read it in the Hebrew. Can you pull up the blue letter?
You want what scripture said?
Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 12. I put 2 and 14. It's 2 and 12. Yeah, it's 2 and 14 on the board, y'all. It's 2 and 12. All right. Let me know when you got it. TikTok, y'all gonna have to bear with us. I know y'all can't exactly see what we're doing, but I do have my tablet right here. So what I'll do for TikTok is, I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see this, but hopefully y'all will. I'll turn this to the side and y'all should be able to see it. All right, I'll try to stand in front. Let me see. So we have the Hebrew and the English. Okay. You got it, Qadash Zakarab. Hold on, let me spin the mic around to you so everybody can hear you. Let's try the Hebrew first. If you want to take a stab at it, let's try the Hebrew first. So TikTok, this is what you're about to be reading from. This side right here. Go ahead.
This is the book of Habakkuk. I said it right? Habakkuk.
Habakkuk.
Yeah, Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 12. How warrior? Bana? Ayar?
Ayar, that's correct.
Badamawom?
Go ahead.
Waka Wa huh?
Let me see if I can get
Bond?
it back up for you.
That's like a none.
Say it again.
Hold on, I'm gonna click on it. Is it Wa? No, hold on, select it. Wakawana? Wakawanan. Okay.
All right, that's perfect though.
Quaraya.
Quaraya.
Ba'aiwala.
Perfect. Clap it up. Brother got it right. All right, let's read Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 12. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 12. In the English, let me know whenever you got it.
That's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to whom that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity.
Woe to him that what?
Buildeth a town with blood and establisheth a city by iniquity.
Woe to him that builds a town with blood and establisheth a city with iniquity. What is woe? What does the word woe mean? Maybe I should have put it on the board. The word woe, it means, I hate to say it means, it's used as destruction. And Qadash, we got to clap it up for Qadash. And with that being said, let's go into Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 1. Remember, woe is used as destruction, right? Woe is used as destruction. So we're going to go into Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 1, and we're going to, I just want to start with this real quick, all right? Go ahead.
Can we read in the Hebrew or the English?
In English.
Khan is the book of Habakkuk.
I mean, if you want to take a stab at the Hebrew, this is the Hebrew class. If you want to, you could go ahead. I'm saying, how about this? I go in for you. Not unless you want to do it.
No, go ahead.
I'll take a shot at some Hebrew. Come on now, it's good because they might say the Hebrew teacher don't know no damn Hebrew. He got somebody else reading Hebrew. All right, so this is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. Okay, let me turn this to the side so y'all can see. All right, can you pull it up on the board so I can see it? Because I'm gonna just try to hold this here, there for them to see. Come on. In the Hebrew, okay? Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. I might can read it from here, right off of my screen. Let me just put my finger, wrong finger. Let me put my finger. Now we at the top, we're gonna be reading this, so I might have to move it up and down just a little bit, Paul. But to keep this from going blank. All right, so I'm gonna read. Let me know when you're ready. Qadash, I'm gonna need you to follow along on there so they can know where we at. All right. So everybody on TikTok, I'm gonna just use this finger right here just to stop this thing from going up. So Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 1. I'll Mashamarthaya Imada Wa Atha Waya Atha Ya Taza Ba'a Slaki Ya Taza Ba Wa Atha Ya Taza Ba Al Matazawar Wa atazapa la ra'awa ma yadabar baya wa ma ashaya ayo thawa kaf thawa, is that kaf? Can't see. Thawa kak thaya. All right, that was Habakkuk chapter 2, and I read it backwards. Listen, y'all know on YouTube, I read it through the lens of TikTok, and it was backwards. I read it looking in the phone of TikTok and read it backwards. Y'all better get more I.S.U.P.K. Y'all better let the world know and give Jesus Christ his goddamn respect.
Right.
Because what he did allows men to come in thousands of years later, follow him, learn their language again, and be better men and better women in this world and better children. All right? So give Christ his respect. With that being said, go ahead. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 1 in the English.
The book of Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me.
Say it again.
I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved.
There we go. All right, so let's read it from the top, and now let's break it down. Then we're going to go to our translation. I just wanted to throw this quick sidebar in. It's because the verse is so short. The verse is not many words, like, what, 5 or 6 words?
Right.
Maybe 7. All right. Read it again from the top.
I will stand upon my watch.
He said, I will stand upon my watch. What does that mean? Stand on business.
Right.
It's a better way to say it. In today's time, stand on business. He will stand on shamar. The word watch, shamar. What was that first word? I'll my shamar thaya, which was right here. I'll, the first word, right here. All the way at the top. I'll my shamar thaya, upon my watch. Imada. I stand. Imad, and then ha at the end. Imada. I'll stand upon. Salakia. Upon my watch, I'll stand. Salakia. All right. Just to break down just a little bit of the Hebrew. But he said he's going to stand on his guard, hold the line. A lot of people going to learn at this Hebrew Academy. That's all I'm going to say. Go ahead.
So I just texted somebody about that. Let me just tell this story.
He literally just was texting somebody about Hebrew Academy, and the Lord brought that out. He said he's going to stand on his watch. Keep going.
And set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me.
Who will say unto him? The Most High God.
Right.
That's what he's saying he's going to watch. He's going to stand upon his watch to see what the Lord is going to say to him. And that's how we need to be in America, man. And in these other countries where we at, we need to wait on the Most High to say, should we do this? Should we do that? What should we do? All right? And in that form, waiting on the Most High, that form in today's time, we'll be coming into the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
Why? Because that's who the Lord set up back in the 60s. He answered and said, this is what he's going to do. And now you come into the I.S.U.P.K., you can confidently wait on the Most High while you put in this work for to be able to bring in Christ's kingdom, man.
Right.
Lord we ain't waiting on the Lord is waiting on us. But as we await his return, why So now let's get into the translation. We went into verse 1. I wanted to just give you all that verse real quick, right? I always like to go down to the beginning. And of course, Habakkuk, y'all should read that, the whole book of Habakkuk is 3 chapters, right? But go ahead and read the second chapter, and you can get the context of what he's saying in verse 12. Right. Of why he said it. First he said he was going to stand and wait upon the Most High to see what he shall do. All right? Now, with that being said, the Most High must have answered him. Because in verse 12, he said, woe unto them that buildeth a town with blood or a city in iniquity.
Right.
He said destruction to that.
Right.
Who did that? America did that. So let's get into the translation, all right? Let's give it a hand. All right. Give it a hand. Give it over a hand. So let's start translating. What time is it?
The time is 8:11, sir.
All right. Young brother, you got a little bit more time than you be able to come in. Y'all. All right, so let's
Sorry, sir. Now, can I say something while you're doing that?
Yeah.
What you were saying was so heavy about.
If you can come up here too, just so TikTok can get it, can see you. Or at least hear you get, hear you good.
Come on. I'll find the scripture. Was it 12?
Yep, Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 12. You can put me on the John too so they can see you.
Come on.
You know we in Philly, I said John. That's what we say. All right.
Come on. What you were saying was so heavy. What you were saying was so heavy. TikTok going crazy.
Oh, TikTok going crazy. Yeah. What's going on, TikTok?
No, they went to the verified. But yeah, what you were saying was so heavy. Yeah, I mean, and a lot of people in America think like America can't be touched. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? Like the Lord not going to do His job in destroying this place slowly but surely. You know what I mean? Like, I've been seeing everybody go out, everybody having fun. They got like no worries in the world. You know what I mean? They don't even understand that when that sky crack, they see all the black faces, black angels, come out that sky. It's like it ain't gonna be all fun and games. You know what I mean? You always gotta have that on your brain. You know what I mean? You don't ever think that America can't fall. You know what I mean? Because it will fall eventually. Yeah, it will fall eventually.
It's looking like it's getting very close.
Right.
They pray that whatever president come in can listen. The people, us, the nobodies, everyday working people. They pray that that war will be rapid.
Right.
They don't know what's going on in that White House. They ain't got nothing. Listen. They are American, and America can't do this, and we don't negotiate with terrorists. Okay, I hear you. Bring it on.
Right.
Meanwhile, the average American citizen is praying that that don't happen. Us at I.S.U.P.K, we are praying for it to happen.
Right.
Because we know what the end result is. We like, come on, why does it take so long? Come on with it. Shoot the missile. But of course, we doing that in our mind because we know the end result. But we also know that our people do still need time to get right. We ourselves still need time to get right, to be perfect for when Jesus Christ comes, man. But we still await, we still anxious for that time to come. All right? So that's the first line. Let's keep going. I'm going to write all this up on the board, and then we're going to go through it. So we just put a line right here so I know how much space I got. So this next one is Y, Ka, Y, and then none. Alright. I'm going about that. Turn it off. I don't know why I'm doing that. Switch to a different marker. I think I might be using this one up too much. Here we go. Go back to this. So the last word is Ba-I-Wallah. So this is a very short verse. Ba-I-Wallah. Alright, so I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna do these two over right here. Or just this one right here. No, I have to both of these over. Wa, ka, wa, none. And this word is variety. Any questions in the room?
Sir.
All right. All right, so sign press. Put my little two lines here so I know what space is at. All right, so let's start with translation. First word, hallelujah. First word is hallelujah. Right? Did I go on? Hallelujah. I'm gonna do it this way. I was thinking of a different way of doing it, but I'm gonna go word for word. Hallelujah. Anybody remember what the word hallelujah was? It was used as woe. It was used as woe. Woe means destruction. Y'all didn't know. Woe. Banah. Next word is banah. Somebody type in what banah was used as. We should add this in our notes already from previously in the class. Can I get a time check so I don't go overboard?
Time check 8:19.
8:19. So we got hawaya, which is woe, or what you would say destruction. We'll bring this one down just a little bit just because I want to put this word destruction up here. Woe, y'all didn't know it's used as one of its usages, one of the main usages is destruction. All right, destruction. That's what woe means. It means destruction. Give me the scripture that says, two woes have passed.
Come.
The next word is banah. Y'all should have typed this in already. Banah was used as build. Build. Go ahead. Let me know whenever you got it.
Khan. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 9, verse 12. One woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter.
It says, one woe has passed, and there cometh what?
Salakia.
How many woes?
2 woes.
2 woes.
More hereafter.
More hereafter. Woe is destruction. Destruction meaning war, man.
Right.
World War III. This is a scripture letting you know about the Third World War. 1 has passed and 2 cometh hereafter. So World War I, we had that first woe, that first destruction, and we had World War II. That was coming, it came.
Right.
Now you have the third woe that we just waiting on right now.
Right.
All right. We got the third woe that we're waiting on right now. We got the third destruction or woe that we're waiting on, or hawayah in Hebrew that we are waiting on right now, and is cranking up every single day. Okay? So hawayah, woe, but not build, or in old bigger English, build it. Okay? Ayah. Ayar, somebody should know this is an easy one. Anybody want to take a shot at it in the class? So you got hawayah, destruction, but not build, or build it. In old quick English, destruction that build it. Ayar. Ayar. Type it in. Destruction, build, ayar. Hawayah, destruction, but not build, ayar. Anybody have it?
Not in chat.
We gotta rewind that tape. It's right in the beginning.
I know what it is.
You think you know? Qadash said he knows what it is. I don't know Qadash. You hear it in the class. I know that Qadash knows. Which is why I'm trying to play it off so I don't call on Qadash because he's gonna give it away. People got all right, so the Hebrew class is a little bit different. The Hebrew class you have to participate because that's the only way you're going to gain it.
Right.
Because you may watch it, you may understand it, but you're gonna forget.
Right.
Now, unless you got A1 memory. Now I don't, but some people do. And I see man from practice, you know, and play, like the Bible says, cunning play is like you said with King David. You know, I gained a lot of words over time.
Right.
But just watch it and you're gonna forget. I like what I take a stab at it. What does the word ayar, the Hebrew word ayar, what is one of the usages of ayar?
City.
Give him. I gotta give you in. That's it. It's city. Y'all remember? But in this case, Salakia, it was used as town. I don't know if y'all remember that at the beginning. Okay? Destruction or woe. So hawayah, woe. But not build, ayar, a town. A town, ba-dum-yo. 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 Hawayah, destruction, but not build, ayar, a town, ba-dum-yo. And I usually underline the connectors, the beginning connectors, or the endings, depending on what it is. But I usually do the beginnings. Ba is a beginning connector. It's used as in character Bob right here that I underlined is used as in, at, on, by, and sometimes with. Has all these usages. His main one is used as in. I'm in the house. I'm at the house. Right? I'm at the block. I'm on the block. Right? I'm by the house, or I'm by Qadash, or I'm with Qadash. All these have the same. They as I said it, you understand. I'm by Qadash.
Right.
I'm with Qadash. I'm on the block. I'm at the block. I'm in the house. I'm at the house. You get it? In this context, we're going to go with the rare usage. We're going to go with. And I just chose this one, but I think that's what it was saying in the verse, which made me choose. Because normally I would have went with the main usage, which is in. But let's sort of just, to make it easier, let's go with the one. Now, this may not be it, but it's rare that they use, because when they use it as with, it's very rare that they use by as with, but it is used. I think in this context is one of those usages, which is why I wanted to put it up here. By W, with blood. Okay? Hawiyah, woe, or destruction. Banah, build or building. Ayar, a town, Badamim, with blood. Woe, build a town with blood. Okay? Woe, or destruction, build a town with blood. Okay? So we translated the verse. We translated. This is exactly what the 54 scholars had to do. They had to go, look at the word, look up the context, choose which usage is correct or in the right context or in the right spirit that fits with what's being said. All right? So now, let's keep on going. Hawiyah, Banah, Ayar, Badamim. Woe, buildeth a town with blood. All right? Wa kawanan. Wa kawanan. So why at the beginning? We'll underline wa ka wa and then none. Okay? They might be using this one just a little bit too much. Switch it up. Let me see. A lot of y'all know to try to make something clear so y'all can see it clear, clearly. Wa kawanan. Badamim with blood, wa kawanan. The character wa at the beginning is used as aim. It's the main usage. It's aim. Aimed. Wa kawanan. If y'all remember what the word kanan, so I say kanan. Kawan. Kawan was a root word. Y'all remember? Kawan was the root word. Let me check and see if y'all got any questions. All right. Shout out to everybody that's on TikTok tuning in. What's going on? Lashawan, which means to Israel. Y'all know what that means in the school. Go ahead and enjoy your Sabbath. We're getting close. I think we're just about there. Depending on your time zone. I'm on the Henry and And whatever that they got back there, big shout out to everybody. Go ahead and enjoy that Sabbath, man. Okay? So, Kawan, if y'all remember, was used as established. Was used as established. And established. And established. Hawayah, whoa, destruction. Banah, build. Ayar, a town. Badumim, with blood. Wakawanan, and established. And they added the extra I forget, I went over this not last week, the week before, where they add an extra character to the actual root word. And it's usually, I thought it was for an action. I thought they said it was for an action. Okay? Because I forget which one it was. It was to show, to cause to do something, right? I believe the word that we did last week was, or the week before when we did it, it was Mawab. Mawab, which was used as, I forget what it was, but it was the word that was in the actual translation was burn. And when we went to the lexicon, it was caused to burn, or cause to do something, right? And it was the cause of it. So one was, I think Moab might have been milk, and then the other one was burn. But it was Moab, which in the actual scripture it was Magog. But it was to show the action of it. I believe it was like melt down, and then the word that followed it was and burn. So I forget which one it was, if it was the melt down or if it was the burn, but it was the cause to do something. It was the cause, right? And they added the extra. So let me show you. So the word was Moab. It's a lot here. Moab. But in the scripture, it was Magog. Right? Not Magog like God and Magog. But Moab, and I believe it was to cause it was melt down. Right? But they added this extra character at the end. It was to show the cause of it. So one word was burn, which followed the word, right? And then you had melt. You had melt first, and then you had burn. But it was to cause to do something, okay? It was to cause, and they did the same thing that they did here, over here, and establish, or to cause to be established. It was the action of the verb of it. Okay? So now let's keep going. Hopefully I made a little bit of sense to y'all with what I was trying to say. And y'all can go and see the other class where we did it. Went over that scripture, all right? I believe it was, I can't remember which one we did, but we just did Nahum, and then before that we did the one before Nahum, all right? The book is before Nahum. So we got Hawayah, woe, or destruction, but not buildeth or build, Ayar, a town, Badumim, with blood, Wakawanan, and establish Quarayah, or Quarayah, right? Quarayah. And establish, remember this one is city. It said that this was only used in poetry, in a poetic form. I want to show y'all something. I'm going to come around to the board. TikTok, if y'all got any questions, please type them in. I'm going to step out the way so y'all can see the board. I'm going to come over here. I want to show y'all something while y'all copy this down. I'm going to try to put this on the screen. Oh, Slocky, I didn't hit the, what you call it? Put y'all back up there. I want to put this on the screen real quick. I just want to show y'all, if I could, let me see, while y'all typing that in. While y'all writing that down, I'm going to type this in. I want to pull up this right here. This is the lexicon, right? This is the lexicon from the Blue Letter Bible for the word Qariah or Qariah. And I'm going to zoom it in to maximum capacity, and I want to show y'all what it says, okay? So let me just take some time out and let me put this on the side. I just want to show this right here. So this is the lexicon, right? This is the word for Qariah, Qariah. And Salakia, again, TikTok, y'all can't see this, right? Because we in the class doing this. I know YouTube and everybody else online can see it. It's the feminine form of it. So that F stands for, the feminine form. It says a city, a town, IQ, IR. Did you see that? IR. Why? Because IR, its main usage is city. Okay? But they use this, Qariah or Qariah. All right? It says IR, but used almost exclusively in poetry. Then it gives you Isaiah 1:21, 1:26, 22:2, 25:2, 26:5, Isaiah 32:13, Psalms 48:3, Proverbs 10:15, Job 39:7, and then it says, see, however, Deuteronomy 2:36, 1 Kings 1:41, 1 Kings 1:45. Okay, but if I could, I wanted to show y'all this right here, the connection between the two. So though Qariah or Qariah is used at right now to say city or a town, they also reference IR. Why? Because IR is the main usage of a city or a town. And it lets you know it's almost exclusively in poetry, and gave many scriptures where it's used poetically. All right. Okay. And I could just read a little bit down, but that was the main gist of it that I wanted to get. But I will read this right here. Now you see this Qara. Qara is the root word for Qariah, right? Qariah is the feminine form of Qara. You don't got to worry about this word pill. They classify our slang in different ways. Pill, nifal, hifal, qual, which is the main meaning, hifayel, nifayel, all that. These are different classifications for the type of way we used it in a slang form, the type of slang form we used it in. All right. And it says proper names of towns are Qariah, Arabai. Okay. Then they got Kirjath Arba. Okay. Which is how they pronounced it in English or whatever. Okay. But that's just to show you that what I was saying is true, pretty much. All right. That was it. So I really wanted to show is the connection between the two. If you look down town of villages, they got Qariah, town, so on and so forth. Town of the Moabites, and they saying Kirjath. So when they say like Kirjath Jearim, right? How the oppressor always say it whenever you go and get it. If you listen to the audio Bible or whatever on YouTube, they'll say Kirjath Jearim, right? But that word is Qariah. All right. City of the woods is what they say, and it means Qariah, Ya'irya. Okay, Qariah, Ya'irya. City of the woods or whatever. Is one of the ones of Judah and Benjamin. Probably a land that Judah and Benjamin share or because of course Benjamin was inside of Judah in that land. Okay, so it's probably somewhere where those two borders meet. All right, but just to show you that what I was saying is correct, is to show you the connection between the two words Quariah or Quariah and Ayar. Quariah is the feminine form, a city, a town, and then it says IQ, Ayar. Why? Because Ayar is the proper way to say city, but used almost exclusively in poetry, just like I was saying. All right. So now we can get back to it. I just wanted to show y'all that real quick. That's all. All right, we had more than enough time. Big shout out to everybody online. Hopefully, if y'all got any questions, we can get to it. Salaki TikTok, I know y'all could not see that, right? What I was doing, I know y'all couldn't see it at all. So Salaki to y'all, I mean, because y'all couldn't see it. Let's get back into it. Let's finish the translation. All right, that was one of the things that I wanted to show in the class, because if y'all don't know, I could reference the book. I'm not going to do it right now. Can I get a time check?
Time check 8:42.
All right, 8:42. I still got a little bit of time. I'm not going to do it, right? Yeah, I'm not going to do it because I'm going to have to find it in the whole 9 yards. But they tell you, let me grab the book for you. I actually showed this to you in the arsenal. Bear with me 1 second. I usually have this book out in the arsenal. When I present the arsenal, I usually have this book out as well. This is the Biblical Hebrew Work and Textbook, a text and workbook. I always jam it up. Text and workbook. Biblical Hebrew text and workbook. Okay? It's a Yale 101 Hebrew course. Y'all can see this. I'm going to show this. Yale University Press. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yale University Press right here on the right. Yale University Press. Okay? See, a Yale 101 Hebrew book. It tells you a whole bunch of different things. Okay? Let me see. I ain't gonna go to it now. I just want to show y'all this, right? But this goes and tells you that when we use poetry, we usually speak a different way. All right. Let me see. Since I got it here, I might as well. We got a tiny bit of time. I really didn't want to do that. Let me see if I can find it. I may might not go into it, but if it takes too much time, right? Let me just see if I got it. Boom. Let's see if we can find it. Just give me 1 second. If I don't see it, I'll let it go. Because it wasn't my intentions on finding it and looking through this for the poetry part, but I figured it would be good since I had it in my damn hand. I figured I already know I was going to end up doing this, which is why I didn't want to do it quite out. That's why I really didn't want to go get the book and start looking through it, because I know I was going to want to bring something else out about this, what you call it. But I'm going to go through all the pages. If I see it, it is cool. If I don't, all right, I found it. Okay. We're going to go to page, all right, so this is the Biblical Hebrew. If I can borrow you for 1 second. It's the Biblical Hebrew text and workbook. Biblical Hebrew text and workbook. We're about to go to page 221, Introduction to Hebrew Poetry. So let me get you the page real quick. Page 221, if you can flip over. I'll do it. I got it right here. Here you go. You can just read this Introduction to Hebrew Poetry, page 221. All right? Biblical Hebrew text and workbook.
This is lesson 55.
Yep, lesson 55.
As you already seen, much biblical Hebrew prose is written in an elevated style. Such elements as
I believe the prose is speaking of pronouns. Go ahead.
Euphemism.
Let me see. Which one you at? Yeah, euphony.
Euphony, repetition. Of roots.
Of roots.
Inverted word order and careful phrasing create heightened images.
Wait, read that part again.
And careful.
Nope, go back from the euphony, go ahead.
Euphony, repetition of roots.
Repetition of roots. Repeating the root. Meaning root words. Meaning how it say the same word twice. Like something, it'll be the same word. There's a few different scriptures, but where it's like that, where it's the exact word 2 times. Go ahead.
Inverted word order.
Inverted word order. The way they word it, because it's a rule that the verb, then the noun. It just depends on how they place the words for you to understand the language, because it's a slang language. Go ahead.
And careful phrasing create heightened images.
Isn't that rap battles? Careful phrasing, the way you put the words, repetition, how they say something, something, same exact thing. What did Kendrick Lamar say, you bitch? He said it like 5 times. What did Drake say? When he was battling, he kept doing that. I forget what it was, but he kept doing that same thing over, that same little format that he was doing over and over. Some rappers be like something, hey, like you know they do that, hey, in between each one. That's repetition. The word order. The poetry, the way we make our music and how we express ourselves. Keep going.
Sometimes these components blend so explicitly that it is difficult not to label certain passages as poetry. But in order to study biblical poetry as a specific literary style, we have to identify some stylistic features that are peculiar to it.
Now, you ain't got to read the whole thing. We can do a separate segment. I just want to get a little bit into it. We're going to get back into the, unless I stop on a whole lot, because the verse is a short verse. We really got one word left. I mean, what's our time check?
Time check is 8:48.
It's 8:48. Got 12 minutes and 1 word left. You know what I'm saying? And that was after we just went into the whole poetry thing. Okay? So Salakia for taking a little bit of time out on that. But this word is used almost exclusively in poetry, where they start to change and word things a little bit different. Right. They wouldn't just use IR, because that would be simple. I mean, you want to have some style. Use Qadash. Right. Okay? So let's keep going. Let's start Hawaya, destruction or war. But now, build, Ayar, a town. Remember, this is a city, but they use it as town. But Dumyam, with blood. Waka one. Wakawanan, and establish Qadash, a city, Ba'ayallah. Use cities marker gain anything. This is looking a little bit light. So Qadash, city. I'm just trying to darken this up for y'all. Seems like it's a tad bit light for me. Alright, city. Qadash, the city. Ba'ayallah. Ba, once again, goes back into the characters, the beginning connectors. Ba'ayallah. Let me fix this character. Wa. or the letter W in English, but character Y. Fix the letter W. Boom. All right, so Ba, I-Allah. And a city with I-Allah. With I-Allah. Or let's use the main usage. Let's go with N. Let's go with N, and then what is I-Allah? Anybody remember what I-Allah meant? What was it used as? All right. Shout out, we see y'all on TikTok too, man. Any questions? Put in your questions so we can answer it about the Hebrew class. Even if you got any regular questions about any Bible breakdowns, you can ask those too. Same thing along with YouTube, all right? You can ask those questions as well. But I-Allah, I-Allah. What is it used as? What was the meaning for the word I-Allah? Anybody remember? Young man K, you remember? Did you get a chance to see the class in the beginning? La. Hope sign Christ. Brother, he said he couldn't see it in the beginning. This was iniquity. Right. This word was iniquity. So let's read what we got. Let's read our translation. Hawaya, whoa, Mana, build, Ayar, a town, Badumyam, with blood, Wakanan, so like Wakawanan, and establish Quariyah, a city, Ba-I-Wala, and iniquity. Woe, building a town with blood, and establish a city in iniquity. Right. Now let's get the English and see how it was translated in English. Because all we did is take the puzzle pieces and put them together. And we used basic meanings. The only thing we didn't use that was basic was with and town. These two were switched. Town and with. And then I think everything else was to watch. Everything else was basic. Alright? So there's two. And if I didn't do that, then the class would have went like 10 minutes quicker. Because I could explain a little bit more with the different usages. Now y'all see why I say usage. Is usages, the way you use it. Okay? Can I get young man K? You want to come up here? Give young man K a hand. Young man K, come up here and give me Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 14. Actually, I got it right here. I know, matter of fact, you got listen. Last time we asked young man K to come up and read the scripture, we tried to give him a Bible. He said he got his own. That's what I like. Young man, he's showing something. He said he got his own Bible. All right. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 12. So what we have is Hawaya, whoa, Bana, build, Ayar, a town, Badumyam with blood, Wakawanan, and establish Quariyah, a city, Ba-I-Wala, with iniquity. Woe, build a town with blood and establish a city in iniquity. Hawaya, Bana, Ayar, Badumyam, Wakawanan, Quariyah, Ba-I-Wala. I'm going to put a city. Okay, a city. Let's get Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 12 and see how close we can. All right? Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 12. You can get over here to the mic.
Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establisheth a city by iniquity.
It say, woe to what?
Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establisheth a city by iniquity.
Let me give y'all something that, now I can go in this book and find. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stop on I want to show y'all something about Hawaiian and about different words in Hebrew. Our language is naturally a masculine language, period. We changed our language to feminine. That's why I had an F up there to show this is the feminine form to speak to a woman. We changed the language to speak to a woman. Why? Because the man has, by right, more authority than the female.
Right.
The male has more authority than the female. That's just how the Lord set it up. They even put it in the New Testament. The man is the head of the woman. Christ is the head of man, and God is the head of Christ. So it goes the Lord, Jesus Christ, man, then woman. Period. And it's always been that way. No woman want a man that she is his boss and his keeper.
Right.
Because eventually, I hate to say this, they do this in America a lot. And in these other countries, she's going to go find a new keeper that's going to be her keeper. That's going to be so terrible.
Right.
But no woman wants that. She don't want to be your man. She don't want to be your man. She wants you to be her man. So, and a lot of sisters don't have a problem with this. It's just propaganda from America. America got some sisters' heads twisted out there in the world. And they got a problem with it. Got the whole feminist movement. But most sisters don't mind. A man is going to protect them to have more authority. I think that's self-explanatory. And a brothers, they'll change the way they speak. They won't speak so masculine. They'll make it in a feminine form to address sisters. It's like the whole holding the door thing. All that is courtesy. You know what I mean? But it's an old custom. It's like you change it to speak to a sister to say, because she don't have as much authority as you. So you talking to her is like talking down in rank. The Lord, when the Lord speaks to us, he speaks to us in feminine. When you first start to learn a little bit about Hebrew, you're like, why every time the Lord speaks, he always talking in feminine? But if you don't know, it could offend you. You'd be like, why is it like this? But then you understand, like, oh damn, we're nobody. Like we don't have nowhere near as much authority. We don't have authority with the Lord. Same way a woman don't have authority with her man. So he speaks to us in the feminine. And you're going to find that all over the Bible, right? He's not speaking in feminine because he's a woman, because a woman don't have to change the way she talks. She's already the lesser in authority. So she's speaking on her level. Your level that you speak is above hers. Therefore, you have to come down to speak on her level. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's like she's showing you respect, you're showing her respect. I will never put you on the front line and taking bullets, and you're going to give me the love and proper respect and care as the man who's going to take those bullets for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With that being said, man, this was Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12. Once again, Awaya, Mana, Ayar, Madunyam, Wakawanan, Uriah, Ma'ayallah, woe, buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city in iniquity. Give it to me in English again.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establisheth a city by iniquity.
By iniquity, they use by. So we was right with blood, they use by iniquity for the last one. But this is the part that I wanted to show you. When I said our language is naturally masculine, it said woe unto him.
Right.
It's only woe. You know what woe is? It's a slang. A lot of things in our language don't have to be explained. This is woe to him. Why is it automatically to him and not to her? It's to him because the language is masculine. You didn't have to put to him. It's woe. You're saying woe to somebody. Woe to him. Build. Not destruction builds a town in iniquity. because destruction takes down the town, don't build it. It's saying woe to him or destruction to him. Why? Because he's going to be destroyed. It's saying woe that builds a town with blood. It's woe to him. It's automatic. Don't have to be there. That's why I didn't put building or I didn't put that builds. I could have to help the class. I didn't for a reason. Because I just wanted to stick with the basic because a lot of this is assumed. Woe to him. Read it again. Nice and slow, Joe.
Woe to him that buildeth a town.
That buildeth a town. I put the A in there and I put it here too, but I didn't have to. Woe to him that build a town with blood. Go ahead.
It establisheth a city by iniquity.
By iniquity. You had to him, you had that, and you had A right here and A right here. These are things that's assumed. They said that build. They didn't put Hahawa'ah, which is the word for that. They didn't put Banazah, the way I did it in the beginning. Zah after build, right? Or that, I didn't, I put it after Bayah. I said Bayafsa, meaning that house or this house. They didn't put it there because it was assumed. It don't have to be said, slang. With that being said, Qadash, you had something?
Nah, sir.
Most High Christ. Give young man Kenny a hand. All right. While everybody you can take a seat. With that being said, Ayakata's a young Barab. My warcock, Ayah woman. Anyah Barkatha. Io, Lakahan, Qatazak Barab, Lakahan, Wakwata's a young Qatazak Barab. Wada, Shalom. All right. Officer Mariah, teacher for the day. I'm passing the class over to Precinct Officer Qatazak Barab. Peace.
I.S.U.K security announcements. We're at I.S.U.K 111 25th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shut themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 and 10. It says in Hebrew, my I.S.U.P.K, 10% of every penny of the increase toward gives to the teacher. Priest fund, free will offering, not mandatory whatsoever amount for life. Upcoming holy convocations. We got the memorial of blowing the trumpets, the first day of the 7th month, which is October 2nd. It's on a Wednesday. You want to read up on it, go to Leviticus chapter 23, verse 24 to 25. Remind Akim, my wife, to take the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that,
Sar Wapun La Hakwadum.
Sar Wapun Hakwadum.
La Hakwadum. To the east.
La Hakwadum.
Go ahead.
All right, we're going to send the prayers up to bless Israel. All right, Yahweh.
Ba'ashem. Yahushua. Barak Lanawa. Mayasha Mahabayas. Saparim. Ba'ashem. Yahushua. Water. Amun. Yahweh in the name Yahushua. Bless us and Israel and the school. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
All right. Let Israel won't give the brothers one Christmas salute. Let Israel mind Shabbat. Amazing. Barak.
How about Hashem Yahushua Barakathum?
Then Israel mind Shabbat. Amazing. Barak.
How was Shemar Alatham by Hashem Yahushua?
As Messiah established
Class dismissed. We try and pray.